All right, hey there. My name's Sean Tierney. I'm from Grid7, and this is our weekly office hours. And so this is something we're trying to do on an ongoing basis now, every week, kind of inspired by this book. It was Jay Baer, a friend of ours, wrote this, and the whole premise is basically like the best marketing you can ever do for your company is just to truly be helpful for other people. And so in keeping with the spirit of that book, we're now doing these weekly open sessions where basically just every week at this time, Tuesdays, 3 p.m. Arizona time, we're trying to make ourselves available for anyone who wants to come in and ask us questions. So until we have someone here asking a question, I'm just going to start showing stuff that I think is really helpful, like basically tools and techniques and philosophies and stuff that we use in our business. So let me do this. Let me share my screen right here. What's going on? How are you?
How you doing, man?
Good, good. I'm doing the office hours hangout thing right now. So.
You have anybody on?
Not yet, but I'm starting to show stuff until people get here.
Did he register?
Yeah, I chatted with him.
Yeah, he's just downstairs.
Oh, cool. Cool.
He just pitched to ATIF.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna dig into this. I'll catch up with you in a bit. All right, so I'm sharing my screen now, and this is what I'm going to show today is what I'm calling ethical A/B price testing. And so this is something, price testing is when you charge two different people the same or different prices for the same item, and it's a shady thing to do if you're actually charging them different prices. Like Amazon got in a lot of hot water for this. So just to show you like an example of what this is. This is a book on Amazon, and two different people come to this page, hit it, and I might get 13 bucks and someone else gets 9 bucks. All right, and they were actually charging people that price, the different prices, to figure out, basically testing the elasticity of it to see what the optimal price was. In my opinion, that's kind of a shady thing to do. Like it's just shady to charge different people different prices for the same thing. I know a lot of airlines do this as well, but the good news is there's a way to achieve the same result here in terms of intelligence, but not actually screw anybody over. And so that's what I'm going to show you how to do here. So we're actually doing this on our site. So maybe the best way to do this is just to kind of show you like a page where we're doing it, and then I'll show you the tool of how we do it. So this is an ebook. It's an ebook in process. It's something that I'm writing right now, but it's not done yet. But we're presenting it as if this is a written book here. So you go here, you get the book, and there's a lot of reasons for doing this. Basically, it helps us figure out, what to charge for it, if at all, if we're going to charge for it, how to market it, what AdWords are going to work, what kind of SEO we need to do to get people to the site, what the messaging needs to be around it, what the content of the book itself needs to be. And so these are all things that we can learn by presenting it today as if it existed, and then capturing data. So here's the landing page for it. As a visitor to the website at this point, for all you know, this book actually does exist, right? There's no reason to believe it doesn't exist at this point. So what we have here is an experiment set up. This is a tool called Optimizely. It's an A/B testing suite. The other popular one is called Visual Website Optimizer, but this one I like better. So this is what it looks like when you're creating an experiment. All these elements on the page become editable, and so you can just go in and actually change stuff around. What we're doing here specifically is just worrying about the price. And so you can see the different variants here of the page. You just create new variants, and then you change what the text of that says. And then you also set up these goals here so you can actually track different things that you care about on the page. And in our case, the obvious one is, did they click on the button that said the buy now button. So at the moment, we're just running it. We paused this experiment, so it's not even running right now. We only had about 100 people go through it already, and you can see the results here right now. It's definitely not going to be conclusive until you get about 100 people in each cohort. So it became clear to us, though, that this needs to be probably a free thing, that we're not going to be able to charge for it. So that's why we've actually suspended the experiment. But I just want to show you that this is what the data looks like when you capture it. So here you can see that there's only 100 people who have gone through this experiment, but here's the different variants. And yeah, you can see the click-through, the number of people who are in each cohort, and all that stuff, and then whatever goals you're tracking. So, so that's what the data looks like. I mean, this is the gist of the price testing though, is put up the different prices, but you're only ever going to charge the lowest amount. So no one's going to get screwed. If anything, 4 out of these 5 people are going to get a windfall, and the one person, since free is our lowest tier, then we're just going to give this away to everyone. But all we care about is the click-through data at the time that the price is presented, right? And so that's what you're capturing, and that's what you care about. On that next page, when you click through it here, you'll see. So download free. Had this said, purchase for $49, they'd still get the same page. It's going to basically say, here's the deal, this book isn't finished yet, blah, 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 we're going to send you something in the meantime, and it's free, and yada, yada, we'll let you know when it's ready. So we're now, at this point, we're just trying to get the email, and this is gravy. If they give us that, then that's awesome, but all we were really caring about in this experiment is what are they clicking through, what prices are people good with for this book. But yeah, that's the point, is like you're not actually charging the different prices for people, you're just capturing that click-through data, and that's what makes it not shady. And it allows you, it's just how you handle it on that next page. If they were expecting it, like obviously you can't do this on every item, you can't do this on like a medical device that people are expecting to be there, but on an ebook that is a low dollar amount, it's perfectly fine to say, hey look, this isn't ready yet, and it's actually going to be free for you because you're an early tester. So it's really all about how you handle the that next page in that step. But yeah, so that's the ethical A/B price testing. Super useful if you're selling products and you're not quite sure what to charge, or you're not sure how to message them, and all of that. And again, with the whole concept of the lean stuff is to parallelize lessons like this. There's no point in waiting, to 6 months until you've written this book to determine things like how are you going to market it, what are you going to charge for it, how what's the messaging on the landing page need to be, how does that landing page need to be constructed. All those things that's all learning that should be occurring in parallel with actually writing the book. And so yeah, so that would be that lesson. Looks like no one's here yet, so I'm going to put this on pause, and if you have a question, just hit me up. I'm going to mute my microphone, and I'll stick around.